stream. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Last stream was probably deleted because it had internet issues, but we are back again and we're gonna be reacting to, just a minute, what the hell's happening? Yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's real annoying. Anyways, so we're gonna be reacting to the Minecraft Live 2021. I do not have enough patience to get through the entire event, so we're just gonna watch the important clips. Let's go! And I'm gonna react to them, and I'm gonna also share with you some bits and bobs of information. I don't know.
Hello, Minecrafters of the world. I'm Vubui, and I'm back yet again to help guide you through this year's incredibly important and potentially life-altering vote. Remember the Phantom?
Remember the Phantom. I love this guy. Because Phantoms are not a fan favorite. They give nothing but shitty Phantom membranes, which I don't know. They make potions of slow falling or what. But other than that, like, the shit things, Phantoms are nothing but irritating. I mean, why would you even... Phantoms don't even give that much XP.
For an amazing mob that will be added to Minecraft. For those of you who haven't been a part of Minecraft Live before, here's how it works. Our developers came up with 3 different mobs that they think could potentially be a great addition to Minecraft for a variety of reasons. But you, the community of Minecraft players around the world, get to decide which one gets further developed and brought into the game in a future update, and which ones will live on only in our hearts as what could have been. Like you, little baby.
Ah, this is cute. This is cute. This was that Moo Bloom mob idea as the third variant of the car. I actually preferred, I voted for that Snow Illager guy thingy last year in like the 1.17 vote. I did not vote in 1.16 because I was not a Minecraft professional back then. But anyways, this year I voted for, what was the name? Ale, and I'm pretty sure that it won. Anyways,
Never forget you.
let's move on.
Yeah. Dude, can you hear me, by the way?
Dude, I can't hear you. Wait a minute. Let me ramp up your volume. Yeah, speak something now. Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Chillager and Piscow. Chillager and Piscow.
Yeah, Chillager and I mean, like, Pisca, it's kind of insulting, but whatever.
Moving on.
Moving on, that was a pun.
The actual winner of last year's intense mob vote was none other than the Glow.
I don't want to
But
hear
that was
about the glow squid. It's shit.
Last year, and this is now. So here's what you need to do. We have 3 mobs for you to choose from, and there will be 2 rounds of voting.
Okay.
The first round, of course, will include all 3 mobs, but one will get voted out. In the second round, there will only be the 2 remaining mobs, then just one winner. And you don't already log and check out the C added to Minecraft and click to cast your vote. That's it. It's like super easy. Well, the clicking part is easy. The choosing part, considerably more difficult.
Facts.
Now that you know what to do, let's go over your options. And who better to talk about our 3 potential new mobs than someone who is tiny in size, but never in heart. The one, the only,
We have
Tiny
the flying
Jens.
bush.
Yeah, the blind
Hey,
bush.
Tiny Jens. So, can you help by telling aren't... Oh,
What? I
And
can't
a
hear you.
baby iron golem.
Hold on.
Oh.
I'll come up to the surface.
okay. We'll just wait.
Uh, Oi, 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 oi.
Watch it
there.
No,
Can you hear me
the
now?
Also pretty cute.
What?
But, like,
I still can't hear you.
only little
Hold
bit of our
on.
eyes would
So impatient.
Ooh. A little testy.
Phew.
Oh, Tiny Jens, you made it. Can you tell our
Who did?
viewers all about this year's mobs?
I'm
You
actually
noticed that
very
small bee
busy.
armor?
I lost Tiny
Big
Agnes
one on the
again.
screen.
I had retraced my steps,
Okay.
and now I have to go all the way back down there.
Oh, sorry about that.
Again, this is a fun comic, right? Don't you agree? Like Tiny Jens, Tiny Agnes, Tiny Wee.
But don't worry, don't worry. I know someone who can fill in for me.
Great.
The big
Thanks.
jet.
Oh, okay.
Knew
Bye,
it.
Tiny Jens.
Knew it.
Jens, you're here.
Hi, Wolf.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I
Thank
guess
you.
Tiny Jens sent you while he looks for Tiny Agnes once again.
Exactly.
He
It's
just
a,
can't
it's,
keep
it's a
up.
tough,
So, for those of you who don't know,
tough job.
this guy is Jeb. He was the second creator of Minecraft with Notch. Notch left the game, Jeb didn't. And as far as I remember, like these guys were in world's top 1,000 most influential people list by Forbes. And I mean, that's a giant achievement for them.
It
But
really is.
Yes.
Well, since you're here, can
So, I
you
mean, this
please
guy's
tell
pretty
everyone all about this year's mobs?
It's
Absolutely.
Bergenstein.
yeah.
So, as you already mentioned, the team came up with three lovely creatures that we believe that the players will enjoy interacting
I'm
with.
so excited about the wild
And they
update.
are
Just
the
you
glare,
wait. It's like
the
so
lane,
pog.
and
The
Yeah,
next
I know.
update
Those
after
sound
40.
really cool.
Absolutely.
I hope it's Pog.
And to begin with, we have the glare, which is
It's really
a creature that
goddamn
flies
pog.
around and
I'll give you one small
doesn't
spoiler.
really like
We're
dark
getting
areas.
boats. We're
He
getting
knows that in-
frogs.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm not gonna yeah,
dark areas
anyways,
that will
let's go
might
ahead.
be
Let's go ahead.
monster spawn.
Yes.
So naturally, it goes to those areas and gets really grumpy about it, and that is to bring that player's attention so that the problem can be fixed.
Okay.
And
So what they are saying is that Glare is a mob which just goes around dark areas and be like, I don't like it, and then the players so that they can light it up. Dude, mob farms exist for this very reason. So Glare, can you shut up and leave?
we are thinking about ideas that in certain circles.
The glare is basically a flying bush. Like, no, how will it be useful?
Exactly. I mean, no offense, because I'm probably gonna get cancelled if I say this, but if you like Glare, there is something fundamentally wrong with you.
Monster spawning problems.
The glare sounds amazing. I'm ready to vote glare now.
Yes, but then we have the LA.
I mean,
Even Jeb
really,
says.
the glare is pretty cute.
Even Jeb says,
Which
but
is
then we
also
have
a
the alley.
flying, lovely creature that loves music and
Who does not love music?
Who doesn't?
a nice sound.
See, the
See,
thing is, even in this mob
and,
world, even in this mob world, no, wait, listen to me. We can figure out which mob is the most useful. Because
Yes,
like
we
If you
can.
give it an
he
item.
for the copper golem and the glare, he said like 1 to 2 lines, and for the alley, he just kept on adding on stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like Glare and Copper Golem, they have one purpose. Copper Golem is a randomizer, if you think about it, because the Copper Golem presses and this is me thinking from a
But, like,
perspective
we-
of a
we like
redstone
to-
farm builder. Dude, listen to me. So there are like 1,000 ways of making a randomizer
But like
already in Minecraft.
we literally have it so
Exactly. And with like, systems like torch burnouts and other things, you don't really need an oxidizing statue which just freezes. Because like if we need a
Another thing is the copper golem doesn't have a set tick speed. Like it'll press it in between these ticks. It just randomly presses them. It can be however long or however short.
yeah, so like that's a good thing for a randomizer if you need that. But I mean there are already ways you can create them in Minecraft. Bats are a good way to create a randomizer, and we don't need another like giant mob for that. Because like bats are
Suppression. Hell, chicken suppression.
exactly like the only reason that bats are actually useful in the game is because they are the best randomizer. They have different ticks and they have different time duration between those ticks, and it's completely random because thanks to their AI path finding. So like you don't really need another huge mob and a mob that oxidizes over time to act as a randomizer. Like the purposes are already there in the game.
We will start looking for similar
And as far as statues are concerned, according to me, it really breaks the feel of Minecraft being a block
items
game.
lying around and bring them to you.
Because like statues are more into Genshin
Yeah.
than
And
Minecraft.
if you also play on a note block, it will drop the items
Fair
on
point,
that
but like
location as
then
well.
again, people do pixel
Yeah.
art all the time.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the feeling someone would expect from a Minecraft house would break. The illusion of everything being 1 meter by 1 meter would break.
Exactly. I mean, like, of course, not everything in Minecraft is 1 meter by 1 meter. Glass panes, beds, flower pots, flowers, like that would
Almost
make the
like
game.
everything,
But
everything.
but
1 meter
everything
by one,
still,
everything being 1 meter by 1 meter perimeter.
yeah.
Yes, and we imagine
I'll
that
take a sneeze, BRB.
players can
Okay.
maybe use this to make the alley help you with.
The fact is that alley, if you let the alley mine, then you can just hand the alley a diamond ore and the alley will go look for more diamond ore. But that would make the alley too overpowered. So I don't think that they are gonna make the alley.
No. Something they could do to balance. No, dude. There's something they could do
What?
to balance that out. What if the alley could only mine cobblestone or a deep slate, like only normal stone blocks?
Even then, it would be too overpowered because like players would just give alley one piece of
Oh yeah,
cobblestone, and then their cobblestone supplies for their entire life is done because they have signed an alley under a slave contract to work for them like forever. Trigger
not
warning.
really. The alleys are going to be real. Alleys are probably going to be rare.
Yeah, alleys are probably going to be rare. Fact. Anyways, but like they could be useful in farms. Like you hand them a piece of potato. Like I know that there are villagers for that. This is just an example. You hand them a piece of potato and then they harvest all the potato crops and give you lots of potato. I mean, like I don't
The
know
only
farms like
reason I voted for alley is because it spins. Only
I
reason
mean,
I voted for it because it spins and looks cute.
anyways, like Netherwart, there cannot be a completely automatic farm for until the alley is introduced, or like kelp, or like seagrass, where you have to even if you AFK, you still have to leave the mouse click pressed down to the eraser or a pen stopper or something like that, or like you could go F3 plus T, but that's
I
not the
wonder,
point.
I
know,
wonder if the
sorting
alley.
Yeah,
Items
I wonder
or
if the alley picks up
clearing up areas.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Let's
picks
see.
up
Let's
any
see
entity or like if they're
the
going
block.
to.
Yeah, let's
No,
see what.
no, the thing is, because like items and the entity tag together. So like, if the alley has to pick up an item, they have to add another tag to items.
Right. That's some fact. That's fact. But like that would be a huge hit for them on the
Then
coding
again,
part.
how will we give the alley? How
Yeah,
will we give? No, the thing is, how will we give it? How will we give an animal to the alley?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what they come up with. Wait a minute. There's been some
I don't
trouble.
want to feel anything about it.
Anyways. Let's
I
continue
think
with the stream.
there are many possibilities.
Okay, so vote alley. I get it.
Yes, but then we have the copper golem, and as the name implies, it's a golem made out of copper, so it's an excellent use for copper, and it will also like interact with you, and since it's made out of copper, it will over time oxidize and maybe like turn into a statue. But don't worry, you can deoxidize it using an axe, or
Okay.
it actually carries around a lightning rod on its head, so a lightning strike can also deoxidize it.
Wow.
In addition, it loves pressing buttons a little bit randomly, specifically copper buttons.
But it randomly presses.
Yes, so that can also be used in some interesting contraptions, we believe.
That's amazing. How do people choose? I think people will figure out what they like the most.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Jens, for coming by. I have now a creator question for you.
Hola, soy el 97 de México y tengo unas preguntas para ustedes. Primera pregunta, ¿cómo deciden qué
No,
mob
I just noticed something.
What?
You know, Jens literally said maybe it oxidizes and turns into a statue. So the entire point of the copper golem turning into a statue
It's still amazing.
gets cancelled out by that because even he doesn't know if it will turn into one. It's still a maybe.
I noticed it, but I decided to stay quiet because like that's the entire thing surrounding the copper golem. But I mean, it's not coming in the game anyway, so who cares?
cada año? Segunda pregunta, ¿cómo se le ocurre al equipo cada nuevo mob? Última pregunta, ¿Se basan en los comentarios de la comunidad de fans
Okay,
o es
this is fun.
inspiración del
The
equipo?
questions are nice. The questions
Okay,
are nice.
those three questions I think everyone wants to know the answer of.
Yeah, well, ideas and inspiration can come from many places. Sometimes it just spontaneously appears when you're walking around in the park, or often like you play other games. Also a great help. They have so many ideas and they do yes to work. And so I lost my train.
I mean,
of
there's
thought.
so many different ways that these ideas come, and that's really exciting to hear.
Yeah.
So when the community votes on a mob today, that mob is going to move forward towards being in Minecraft. Like, how finished already is that mob, or is there a lot of work to do?
Well, of course we have the big concept that we wanted to do, but
Do you think we'll be able
once
to turn vexes into allies? Since they
No.
look like literally cousins.
No. Vexes are summoned.
Why-
No, because they are mobs of completely different nature.
Like,
It's like homonyms. It's like homonyms.
no, but
Things
what?
that
No,
sound.
no. What if vexes are just corrupted allies?
I mean,
First
yeah,
vex
they
that
could.
got
I mean, like, yeah, they could add some storyline since Vexes carry iron swords, no? So they could add some sort of storyline alongside that. But other than that, I'm not really sure what
Like,
they could do
and
to
what if
relate.
the first ally and what if the first ally just escaped from the invoker's grasp?
Yeah. So, like, in order to relate allies and vexes, they'll have to relate allies and evokers. Relating allies and evokers will have meaning relating allies and pillagers and illagers in general. And relating allies with illagers will mean relating allies with villagers. And I just said a lot of things and it still makes sense. But, like, yeah, relating allies with villagers will lead to some interesting storyline.
They could literally just say allies were a abundant race back then, but then the pillagers came along and corrupted these allies to turn into vexes, things they could use for their own will. First vex that escaped the grasp of the pillagers became an ally again.
But yeah, they could add something because like they were warriors, but then they could not carry swords anymore. So they decided to carry another item that gave them joy, and like they could link it with music and things like that. I don't know. I'm just making up a storyline. Anyways,
we
let's
have the mob in the
keep
game
going.
and see how it interacts with the areas and other mobs and items. That's when you kind of find the last magic little details to make it really great.
I like hearing about the last magic details.
Yes.
Well, thanks, Jens. You've given everyone a lot to think about. Before we do, though, let's take a quick look. Players know when they're in an area. When it gets grumpy, you'll know that it's item nearby. Guys over randomly
I have a
wins the
cold.
vote. So those are your choices,
Get well
and they
soon,
are
get
all
well
so.
soon.
And now you need to do Minecraft. Now, make sure your log poll. Just want to play. Check back in with you.
Okay.
Oh, well, it's been quite the turnout for our first round of mob voting. You have made your decision on the Copper Golem, but you, the community, have spoken, and now one mob must leave the race, and that mob is the Glare.
Knew
So
it.
that still leaves two amazing mobs to choose from. Which one do you want? Will it be the Allay or the Copper Golem? How do you see yourself playing and interacting with
I wasn't
Or
watching the Minecraft like
anyone
directly.
else
I
wants?
watched it
This
through
is all
Rambo
about
stream.
you and how
Rambo.
you want to play
Rambo.
Minecraft.
I didn't
But
watch it
make
because I
your
wanted to
decision
blind
quickly,
react to it on
because it's
stream.
time to vote again. There's a brand new poll just posted
Well, I
to the
mean, you want
Minecraft
to
Twitter
react to the
account.
stream
with
and
only
blind.
these
It just isn't that fun when everyone else already knows what it's like.
two the mob vote Minecraft right now.
Again, this is a product placement. Jens has a Samsung phone. I mean, what I think he has is a Samsung phone, and also I love this set. Like I love the candles and the flower bushes and the flowering azalea pot in the flower bush, and the throne for Gem. I just
I don't know if it's here, but in the stream,
I'm in love with this
Jen was
set.
sitting in a boat. I of its own right now.
Yen in a boat. That was.
Now it's time to see what mob you chose to add to the game. Hey Jens, do you have the results?
Yes.
Yeah,
I have them
half.
right here
Yen's was in a boat. You were right.
in my chest.
Wow.
Really exciting.
The results?
Okay, that's
I have them
Agnes,
right here in
and
my
that's.
chest.
I am so sorry that I don't know your name, and then that's Jens.
Wow.
Really exciting.
You really came in style.
Here you go.
Thank you so much. That
Once again, the set looks wonderful.
really comfortable. Mhm. Okay, but now it's time to announce the winner.
Wait, I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself.
Okay, and
And
the winner
is the alley.
is the LA. Wow. Yes, I'm super happy about that. It's a lovely, lovely mob.
That is so exciting.
Wonder what,
So Agnes,
wonder what the glare
when
would
can
have been
everyone
like, or the
expect the
copper
LA?
golem, like, because they always add
So the
extra
Yeah.
features.
LA will be included in the wild update, and it's gonna be released next year.
next
What,
year.
what do
the
you
Wild
suppose could have happened with the glare and the
With the glare and the.
copper golem? The golem child, as I like to call him.
I'm not sure. I think that there will always be like there will always be mods that are developed. But anyways, let's look at the highlights for the
No, like
update.
that one. We never know what they were originally planning to do with them.
I mean, like, I'm not sure. I really don't think
The
that.
alley is going to be released in-
Eh,
Dude, this is a scam. The alley is going to be released next year.
I know, and
What
caves
the
and
hell?
cliffs. They have
No,
not
the
released-
caves and cliffs.
Yeah, this is
No,
Caves
we are
and
going
Cliffs
to
Part
get the
2.
alley.
This is Caves and Cliffs Part 2.
We should have bought the alley.
Damn, this is sick. Okay, Xbox Game Pass for PC.
What's the wild up? What's the wild up?
I don't know, just wait a minute, let me see this. New tools to create your own mobs. Damn.
Ben,
Okay, Minecraft Dungeons. New additions, okay. The wild update is coming 22. So, mangrove swamp, damn. Frogs, OMG frogs.
just wait till you get to the deep dark.
Mud blocks, wait a minute. How the fuck did they convert mud blocks, hot damn. And okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
mud-
made up
oh,
of
yeah,
mud.
mud
Jeez, this is
look so cold. Mud bricks look so.
damn. This is wait a minute, this just spread. Okay, let's rewatch this. Yeah, see, the zombie died and the skull spread when this end stone looking block just reacted.
Yeah. That's how it works. There's a
Shut up and don't spoil it for me.
I'm pretty sure
Don't
that's called
don't
a skull
spoil.
reactor. That's what I'll say.
You spoiled it for me.
So
Never mind. I mean, like you said,
I just said one. I just said
boats
two
with
words.
chests. Boats with chests. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Okay, so now we've got to watch the real.
Oh, I got him.
Shush. Now we got to watch the real event. Where's the interview of? Yep. Here we go.
Now it's the big moment. Let's talk to Agnes about the next update. Welcome back, Agnes.
Thank you.
How's the show felt for you?
Super good. Like, I think it's a really fun show, and also, of course, we've shown so many exciting things.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm feeling quite nostalgic since this is number 10, and I have to say, I was the 7th employee, the first woman on the team, and when I see you leading Minecraft, I just feel so excited about where we're going.
Okay, so this is the 10th Minecon from what I can see. Like earlier, it used to be called Minecon, right? Dude?
Minecraft Live. Look at the wild update. Yeah, this is called Pog. Yeah, it was called a Minecon. Yeah.
Yeah, it was earlier called Minecon, right? Anyways, like due
Yeah.
to COVID and stuff, it became Minecraft Live because earlier there used to be, it used to be a day or a 2 day long fest of Minecraft where the entire MCYT, all content creators, the community, they would all collect together. But anyways, so what they are saying is that this person, I am so sorry that I don't know the name. They were the 7th employee and the first woman on the team of Minecraft. And Agnes, or Agnes, however you pronounce it, I'm sorry if I butchered the pronunciation. She is currently the creative head of
Agnes.
Minecraft. Agnes. She is currently the creative head of Minecraft, so it's like just basically a shot at women empowerment. As they said, that I'm really happy to see a woman heading Minecraft, and I like that's Pog.
Thank you. That was very sweet of you. And of course, we many that lead it together, but I'm like the creative lead, and I'm super happy about that. But it
I
feels quite
just hurt my
surreal because
fingy. It hurts.
It hurts what?
Fingy hurts. I slammed it in my Almira.
GG's.
Hurts really bad.
Sarcasm
used to
GG's.
be a Minecraft player and love this game, and it's yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
very happy and lucky to be here.
Yes, I think we all feel that way, and it's so cool having so many people on the team who play and love it and care about it, and like we all feel. And now,
Next update is called the Wild Update.
I think they could have named it better than the wild update, but I mean
the
it
wild
works.
update sounds very, very intriguing.
I think
so
for
what
1
is it
point,
encompass?
I think
So-
for 1.2 or 1.20, whatever they'll call it, they'll probably do the end update because I'm not
2.1.
sure. I don't work at Mojang. But like, there are blocks, the skulk sensors and all that thing that really seems
The
to
word
belong to
wild
the end. It really looks like it belongs in the end outside of
Oh yeah,
any place.
did you come to the part where it discussed the deep dark? Dude,
Nope.
listen. Did you get to the part where it discussed the deep dark?
Nope.
Let me know when you do, because I have something I
mainly means
want to
like
tell
two
you.
Right.
things for us. So the first thing is like
I am
beautiful
in awe with
nature,
the set.
and the second thing is like really scary challenges and adventures.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some of our gameplay designers come and tell us more about specific things about the wild update because there's these different parts to it. And we have the first one here, which is our deep dark expert, Brandon.
Hello.
Hi, Brandon. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we've moved the deep dark into this update. Can you talk to us more about why?
Yes, I mean, one of the biggest things about the Deep Dark and the Warden and the Skulk is that it's just expanded, it's gotten bigger, and we really wanted to make sure that we did this right and that we didn't just rush it. That includes even unique loot inside the Deep Dark as well. And yeah, we also want to make
You
sure
just
that
I know how it's like working at Mojang.
I mean, it would be pretty fun, but you would need a butt ton of skills. I swear to God, you would need a butt ton of skills.
sorry.
Like, because the workers literally, because the people that work there, employees literally look like I'd ask them what the time is and they'd give me their firstborn.
And they'd give you their.
I'd ask them what the time is and they'd give me their firstborn. They look that nice.
Yeah.
Let's actually look at some of the new things that we have in it right now, which is the ancient.
I mean, like, I think that Mojang's employee selection process, it would be quite filtered since Minecraft is a very community open game and it's a huge game. I mean, like, after, like, Minecraft died in 2018
It's like
and
the
after
biggest-
Minecraft was dead in 2017 and then it got revived in 2018 and since then it's been like just zooming.
That's awesome. I can't wait. Oh, wow.
Okay, deep dark cities. Okay. So it's all deep slate based from what I can see, and this means that cracked deep slate stuff will also be added. How do you make it? I forgot. By
Cracked
smelting.
deep slate is already there. Cracked deep slate is already there.
How do you make cracked deep slate?
I'm pretty sure you just break normal deep slate bricks.
Bro, no. I think you smelt them or something.
No,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there's a small chance that it's already.
Okay, so what it looks like there's an entire family of skulk blocks, like there's an entire range. For example, there's a variance of deep slate, there's variants of these skulk blocks. Like, yeah, I can see
Holy,
3, 4
holy, the Skulk Screamers. Did you get to the Skulk Screamers? Did you get to the Skulk
No, shut up and let me watch.
Screamers?
Shut up and let me watch.
Let me know when you're to the part where the zombie gets eaten by the ground.
Shut up. I know I'm rude.
Wow. It's like both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Like I have so many emotions when I look at that deep dark biome.
Yes, I mean, we really didn't want the deep dark biome to just be, you know, caves or just skulks spread around. We wanted it to add a bit more mystery to it. And, you know, there's this ancient city, and what is it doing there? We're not going to tell the players. We're just going to let them go throughout and explore and see what they
Okay,
come
so
to.
Minecraft is adding some storylines. Yay! Okay.
And there's even this, like, ancient structure in the middle of every single city, and it's got something interesting about it that you're going to have to explore in game.
It's really
Yes, I love that it really deepens the mystery of Minecraft. Like, Minecraft is all about player stories, and Deep Dark definitely inspires the storytelling, I think.
that's so cool. And so last year you showed us the Skulk sensor, but I know you've been working on it. A little Skulk family. It's a
Yes.
Skulk family.
Like, is it that
yeah, maybe they're not so cute.
They're not so friendly, no. Yeah, last year we focused a lot on the Skulk sensor, but since then we've kind of been trying to figure out what do all the different blocks in this Skulk family do. And
Yeah,
one of
as
them
I said,
actually
that there's
is
a
something
Skulk
called a Skulk
family.
catalyst.
As I did.
And
Okay.
the main thing about the Skulk catalyst is it's actually what causes the Skulk to spread. As you can see here, whenever
See,
a mob
I
dies, such as a
spotted
zombie,
that.
near the
I
Skulk catalyst,
spotted
actually
that.
spreads Skulk underneath it. And the amount is based
The
on how
ground
much
eats
XP
when
that
the
zombie
mob
will get.
dies. The
So,
Ground.
you know, the
Current
Yeah.
Deep Dark,
reactor
it's kinda
activates and
overgrown with all these skull
spreads
blocks, so
the
that
skull blocks
means
to
that lots of
where they
mobs
died.
must have died there.
And the
Quite a lot,
skulks, the
yes.
skull blocks can be silk touch.
Yeah, I can see
They
that.
also
Like
give
if
extra
if you
XP.
if you mine them with the normal hoe, if you mine them with the normal hoe, they'll give you XP and not a block. But if you
And
mine
as you
them
can
with
see
self
here,
touch,
when
they
you
won't
mine
give you
some of the skull
XP.
blocks,
They
you
would
actually
give
get
you
enchanting points.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and the size
Yes,
and
and
the
of course,
size
if you
of
still want
the
to get some
thing
of the
and the
blocks for
size of the
decoration or
spread
something, you can
depends
just
on
use
how
a
much
silk
XP
touch.
you got.
Yeah.
And then we have the Skulk Shrieker. So
Okay,
when
Skulk
this
Shrieker.
block is activated, it's
The
gonna give that
catalysts are going to
really
be so
scary
pog.
shriek sound that you heard now. It also gives this darkness effect, so it's like pulsating darkness.
Damn. And okay, if you
You
sneak
can see
on
now when
top
you're
of
sneaking
skulk
and you
sensors,
step
they
on a
still
Skulk
work.
sensor, even sneaking it will activate.
Wow. Okay. Definitely not a
Yeah.
friendly family.
Yep.
No.
And
I
I
am
will
such a
say to
giant. I'm
our
such a
younger
great
viewers,
observer.
in a minute, we're gonna show you a clip that's a
You
little
got to the Skulk
scarier.
Shrieker. You got to the
but I
Skulk
just, I mean,
Shrieker, right?
Brandon,
Yeah.
those
Skulk
have
Shrieker
so
would be
many
so goddamn scary in horror maps. Like you
things
Fact.
that players
just
can do.
walking
Right.
and
Like,
Yeah.
what do you?
fucking
But
Skulk
like the thing
Shrieker
is that
activate.
like the loot and the survival aspect of the game only is good for the beginning and intermediate. The moment your world gets older than 6, 7th real life months, the structures don't matter to you. Like what can a desert pyramid give you but a notch apple? Cause like stuff like diamond, strings, sand, bones, you already have a butt ton of, right? So it's the case with strongholds and then
Did you get to the
fortresses.
water? Did you get to the water? Did the
Imagine
border
doing.
appear?
I
Did the
think the
border
Skull
appear?
Catalyst is going to be really
Nope,
interesting
nope.
because you know, when
All right,
you,
let
you
me know
could
when it
create a mob
does.
file
I'll
through the tech
let you know
community.
something I noticed, which you'll
Usually
probably
when a
notice
mob
too,
dies,
since
it
you're
doesn't
also
drop
an
XP
intellectual.
unless you, the player,
Uh-huh.
actually kills it. So with this, you might be able to create some sort of XP farm.
Ooh.
There's lots of opportunities.
Cool. And you can build like experiences for other players. Like imagine building like a haunted mansion or a really dark forest, and then you have the shriekers.
Terrifying.
So then you know when players out walking, and then they activate the shriek, and hear like.
That's whenever anyone's visiting
I'm
you.
not-
Community question for you.
So there's a
Hi, it's
community
Jinjam from
question.
Germany, and my question is, what was the inspiration behind the Shrieker?
The new effect. That's all
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
say.
that's an interesting question. From the art
Aight, guys, I'm back. Yeah, let me play.
side, we actually had the inspiration behind the human larynx, which is like the vocal cord or vocal structure or something, just something that represents kind of creating sounds. And from the gameplay perspective, we wanted to make sure that, first of all, the warden spawns in a unique way, and also in a way that you can avoid it. So usually you can kind of sneak around, and as long as you don't activate the Skulk Shriekers, then the warden won't come. But if you do make too many
Also,
noises
the
and the Skulk Shrieker activates too
2
many
to 3
times,
people that watch
the warden will come.
these. I bless you. My man's been going through some stuff. Helping him.
OMG, thanks. OMG, thanks. I appreciate that. And even though like there's nobody watching, so anyways. Okay, warden. Okay, so there's candles, and I know that the warden is blind. Okay, so you open chests and okay, so let's see the loot. Let's look at the loot. So there's looting books. So there's enchanted books. There's string, and then there's snowballs. And like the books they were looting.
Basically,
Wait, listen to me. There were
loot.
books.
Oh yeah. Oh my God! I just realized.
What? Okay, so what I can see from this is that the loot is either A, enchantment books, there is no particular enchantment or anything. Second of all, it's gonna have string which could be used for A, wool, or B, what's it, fishing rods and bows, right? I don't think, I think it has mostly to do with wool, since sound does not travel through
I know what the
wool.
snowballs are for. I know what these snowballs are for.
I like,
I know what
yes.
these snowballs are for.
I know what the snowballs are for, since they make
Distract-
sound, and warden is blind and it can only hear. Yeah, I know what the snowballs are for. I'm just trying to decipher what the string is for. Probably for making wool, which acts as an insulator to sound so that you can remain undetected by the warden. I guess. The snowballs is quite
Also, I'll tell
self-understood.
you one more thing. Did they open their inventory yet? Where you could see what they're wearing?
Nope, they didn't. They did not. They just have
Let me know
regular.
when
They just have regular gear, and they have either diamond or netherite full enchanted armor, because their armor bars they are all showing full, and that only happens when it's okay. The warden just came out from underground, did it? Yep. Okay, so they have worn full netherite armor, and they got the darkness
I'm
effect.
pretty sure traveling with Julio. I'm pretty. Okay, that's a new effect. Also, the warden will probably be able to climb shit since it literally comes from the underground. It climbs up from the ground.
Yeah, but
I think
I
it
don't
won't do
think
good.
I don't think that warden will be
Also-
able to climb walls.
The warden, did the warden hit the player yet?
No.
I mean, when it is also, did you notice the darkness is a pulsating effect instead
Yeah,
of a
yeah, yeah. I
permanent
noticed
blindness
it. I
one?
noticed it. Okay. Okay. So when the warden hits, the warden glows
Take a
red.
look at how much damage the warden does.
Yeah, it did like half the health and full netherite armor. That's depressing. That's depressing.
So like it's probably a
Kind of
one hit.
back
It's
to
probably a
thinking
one
that
hit without
Skulk family
netherite.
is very
Yeah,
adorable and
it's a warden is a one hit. Yep. And the things that I took from that is the loot is string and snowballs. Like the thing that distracts the wardens, which is like the main boss, semi Elder Guardian level boss of the Deep Dark. Other than that, I'm not sure if you would be able to like. There are 3 bosses.
Not even, it's not even Elder Guardian level. Elder Guardian doesn't even do that much damage. Dude,
I mean, like,
the
yeah,
thing is, the
Warden,
Elder Guardian doesn't even do that much damage
Warden
with
is
succession.
stronger. Warden is stronger than an Elder
The
Guardian.
Warden just keeps on hitting you while the Elder Guardian.
Yeah, fact. Elder
Because
Guardian.
the Elder Guardian waits for a while.
Yeah, Elder Guardian.
Elder Guardian needs to charge up.
Yeah, Warden is just
after seeing that.
Thing is that the
That
warden
charge
actually
politics, isn't it?
emerges underground, so that means you know that
Well,
wardens
I mean,
are kind
it's
of
not
in the
possible to
deep.
kill it without bows, I'm willing to bet.
What?
It's impossible to kill it without bows.
Dark in the walls, under the floor.
Because like
And-
you
I mean,
die
you'll
if you
always
get...
find you'll always
Yeah,
find a
melee
clown
range.
pierce. You'll always find a smallish beans or an illumine or a dream or a technoblade, which will be able to slay it without a bow. But I mean, it would be hard.
And it also has developed a sense of smell. So of course you can sneak around and try to be, quiet and not to get detected.
But like,
But
it's like,
unfortunately, the
killing the
warden's still
warden
going to be
around
able
a
to
bow is
sniff you out and find where you are. And if it sniffs you while
basically
you're really
impossible
close
because,
by, then it's
like,
going to
even
start
with Prot
noticing.
4, let me
Wait, so
do
basically the
calculations. Let me
warden is
calculate
like-
shit.
Right.
Gameplay, because we haven't really had that before. So you are in the deep dark, everything's super dark, and you're sneaking, trying to find the treasures, trying to avoid the warden. I think it's something really exciting with that.
It's really, really cool. I mean, I think
Three
you have
quarters of an
definitely
armor bar.
upped the terrifying level, Brandon. And I just
So
love
Prot
how
4 has
much you've
3/4
expanded
of an
the
armor
deep
bar.
dark.
Right.
So like, it's still a one hit with Prot 4. It's still 3 hits at max.
To feel it's
Ah.
so immersive.
Yes, definitely.
It's really amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and scaring us half to death.
No worries, that's my job.
He's our expert. Like if you want to do something scary, it's like Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Brandon.
So, Agnes, the deep dark is one part, this sort of very adventurous side of the wild London. And then the other part you said is really this more of that beauty and, the atmosphere of
The thing we want to focus on is immersion. So when you play Minecraft, we really want you to feel that you're inside the Minecraft world. Actually, like we are now. It's so beautiful. And we also want to focus or have focused on biome diversity. So we want to find like a unique identity for different biomes. For example,
This art is
So
so
the
damn
art,
beautiful.
so
This art is nice.
the birch forest, as you can
the art has wallpaper material.
This art has wallpaper material.
see, this beautiful concept art. So in the birch forest, we want it to be like light and peaceful, and the sun reaches to.
real
It's actually very
atmosphere to the different biomes. But there's one biome that you want. I mean, I would say you're giving it quite an overhaul. It's getting a lot more in the wild update.
Yes, that's true, and that's the swamp. Oh,
Probably
our
going
art
to
team is
give us
just
the
so
water bit.
amazing.
They're
So,
probably
such
going
a
to
beautiful
give us the
concept art, and
water
as you
bit.
can see
So it's like
here, the atmosphere is
hits.
really different from
seems
the birch
harder than
forest
the
as well.
goddamn Ender
It
Dragon.
really is. It's amazing. So we have another one of our gameplay designers here, and
Either
I want to see what the warden
with like
drops.
really low HP.
I mean, it should. But I mean, I want to see what the
Probably-
warden drops. Because in the next update, goats will drop something called a goat horn. I'm not sure what axolotls will drop. But I mean, I want to see what a warden will drop.
Warden. Okay, if you look at the sprite art of the warden, you can see some spirits inside it, right? Like inside the belly.
Yeah, I mean, like we could see. I mean, if Warden drops something,
What
it
if
could drop.
it drops something really?
Warden could drop something like a trigger. Listen to me, listen to me. This is a concept which I just came up with. Warden could drop something called a nullifier, right? Like if you look at the Warden, wait a minute, let me rewind just a bit where they come to the clips of the Warden. Slain by Warden. Yep, slain by Warden. And they're wasting the water here. And just look at it, Warden has a heart. Just look at it. Yep, here you go. Here's the Warden's heart. And like that heart could be something called as a nullifier.
I
And if
can't look at it.
and like I'm showing it to the stream, so who cares anyways. So it will nullify all effects of the skulk sensor, and like all skulk sensors catalysts will be shut down for a duration. And like this, what the Warden's heart also has a durability on it, and it can be enchanted with unbreaking and mending just like an elytra.
No, what if the warden drops a helmet? What if the warden drops a helmet?
No, Warden,
Like,
there's
no,
no,
like,
Warden cannot drop a helmet.
no. The thing is, because the warden is blind. So I suppose, and they emphasize on the blind part. So I suppose it would be something related to your eyesight. So if it drops something, it could be related to your eyesight.
I mean, I don't really think that, but like, it could be. But my concept is something like the Warden's heart, a nullifier, you know?
But like the thing is, with the warden's heart, you won't be able to like face any other warden bosses, since wardens only activate when skulk senses activate. So it's probably not going to be that.
I mean, true. Anyways, let's move on.
Designers here and our swamp expert, Corey. Welcome, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Hey, it's absolutely wild to be here.
Oh no, Corey. The puns are so
I
quick.
wish they had a
Start.
green frog.
It's
I just
Corey.
want them to add a green
Yeah, it's very
frog.
on brand.
There's already a copper frog to remember the copper goes. And we need a green frog to remember the player.
I want to see how Hermit Crafters come up with alley puns, because like Hermitcraft 8 has been puns and nothing. It's been more puns than pun itself is a pun.
The swamp. So what?
Are you going to let me in?
What are we getting?
Yes, there
Yeah.
are a lot of awesome things coming. The first of which is the boat with the chest in it.
Okay, a boat with a chest. Okay. I mean, we already saw that in the highlight.
Useful.
And relaxing.
Yes, on the waters is gonna be like extra useful.
Yeah, and like in the
Present for
aquifers
a
as
bit,
well.
Gabby.
Yes, so like when you go rafting in the caves, you can like put your diamonds in the chest in your boat. Oh,
It's
That's
really
really nice.
amazing. And you've been working on what I think now will be my favorite tree in Minecraft.
Yes, we are adding the mangrove tree to Minecraft. So as you can see here, this is a propagule, and propagules grow from mangrove trees. They're actually like ready to grow mini mangroves growing from the mangrove. And you can see here the mangrove tree grows propped up on root blocks. It has vines hanging down from the leaves. The propagules are actually growing underneath the leaves. They actually grow from the leaves themselves. And I really like how the propagules are looking here. And okay, I'm just gonna nerd out on propagules for a
please
minute.
do.
Okay, so in real life, the propagules grow, like I said, from the mangrove tree. And then when they fall into the water, or like let's say they fall into water, they could float for up to a year before they plant themselves in the like water, underneath the water or on land, wherever they happen to land. And mangrove trees themselves are actually amazing for like local ecosystems, fighting climate change, for local communities. They're just super trees, and I'm really, really excited that we're adding them to Minecraft.
That's awesome. And this is the first sapling that you can plant underwater.
Yeah, you can plant it underwater
Yeah, so
and on
basically,
land as well.
like this mangrove tree, whatever it was, napule, something thingy. It's basically a sapling, and mangrove trees, they are the first trees I think with 2 blocks. Since like dark oak, logs, spruce, logs. Here there will be a root block, and then there will be a tree, leaves, वगैरह ignored. So I mean that's pretty perk. That's something that would work really, really well.
That's so cool. When you first showed me the mangroves
Awesome. Okay.
and you talked about your favorite thing, the propagules. I actually remember
Yeah,
playing in
propagules.
mangroves in Florida, and we would use them to like write in the sand because they're super cool.
That's
So
adorable.
seeing them in Minecraft is just so exciting.
Because if we
And of
skip,
course, where there's a new tree,
Multi-block routes. Because,
okay, so
for example,
this,
when you like go
Welcome back.
yeah, I just like looked at it and okay, dang,
a
that's
boat
nice.
and then you go under the mangroves, and I think that adds such a nice feeling to it. Yeah, like in this picture, it's really nice atmosphere.
Everything just fell from my desk.
I
Bruh.
really agree. And like when I was testing,
I'll say
I really
nothing.
loved that feeling of like being underneath it, being
Yeah.
like just this huge feeling.
though?
And I wanted more. I wanted to be surrounded by mangroves. So I was like, why don't I just make a mangrove swamp biome where I'm completely surrounded by them? So as you can see in this video, walking around, you're just completely surrounded in the mangrove swamp. It's just mangroves as far as the eye can see, just like in real life. And you have all the mangroves propped up on their roots, growing in the water. So you
What do you
can
think
take your
about the
boat
root
underneath
design?
like Agnes likes, and you're just
I mean, it's still producer art, it's not final art. I am not really a fan, but it works.
completely surrounded by the awesome beauty of it.
It's so beautiful.
Also, what's this black block?
Oh, and
thingy?
I mean, during
just looks
sunset,
like a
every time I
hollow-
was testing, I would actually like pause the day-night cycle just to watch
Yeah.
the sunset in the mangrove
Black
swamp.
block.
It's super beautiful.
Which one?
that's absolutely gorgeous. I know
Like that black block on like the clay
Every time I
dirt
was testing.
thingy.
that's amazing. So you've actually added
Oh, that's
mud
mud.
to do something really cool.
Yeah, so we're adding really cool renewability mechanics to mud. The first of which is if you take a dirt block and pour a water bottle on it, then you can get more mud.
Swamps are made out
And
of
then the
mud
other
now.
one is if you take your mud block and you stick it on top of the dripstone, it will sort of like drip the water out of the mud and eventually dry it out, which turns into clay.
I love the
fireflies.
renewable clay. Like
Wow, so you can make clay farms. I mean, like you can still do that with villagers, if I remember, but you can make clay farms with dirt. And unless you're playing Skyblock, and like even I have my genius brain has thought of ways. You know how I have thought of brain ways that can give you a lot of dirt. You want to hear them?
On.
You can have infinite dirt with just 2 dirt and infinite gravel. So you place 2 dirt and 2 gravel in a crafting bench and it becomes a coarse dirt, right? You put that coarse dirt down and then you till that coarse dirt
Yep.
and it becomes farmland, right? Then you mine that farmland without silk touch.
Yeah.
You mine farmland without silk touch and then you get dirt. Genius. Figured out by
Yes.
yours truly.
always
How's
need
that-
more bricks. So perfect.
Yeah, your
How's
local
that
mason is-
genius? You use two dirt and 2 gravel to make coarse dirt, and then you get 1 dirt from it.
Bro,
How's
2
that
dirt and
genius?
2 dirt and 2 gravel give you 4 coarse dirt.
Oh. But like then you'll need more gravel, and gravel
But
is
I mean, like
very
you can get
limited.
gravel from Piglin trading, can't you? It's renewable. I'm talking about skyblock problems. I'm talking about skyblock troubles.
Fair point.
going to be super
I know. I thought about this for like 5 freaking hours a
happy
day.
with you there.
That's actually true. I have this one mason, it's diamond tier mason in my village, and I always
Man's
take the-
invested.
You're taking a
I
villager's
know,
job.
they might be a bit upset now, but still renewable clay.
Yeah, it's really cool. And you're also using mud to make a new block.
Yes, we're also adding mud bricks.
Oh,
So
yeah.
mud bricks are really exciting.
What?
If you dial back a while, in the deep dark, you will see there was a portal-like structure. There was a portal-like structure in the deep dark if you look closely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that. I remember.
What do you think?
I don't know. I think
Nice that
that's,
could be.
I think that's unintentional. I really think that's
Exciting
unintentional.
like building block, and as you can see here, the brick texture is actually different than the other stone.
I mean,
bricks
they
that we
did
have
say
in the
there was
game.
going to be a
So they're
structure in
sort
the middle of the
smaller,
deep dark
more
that
compact.
is going to need some investigating in the stream.
Right. Right.
So
But it is really cool, like to build with.
I don't
matches a lot
suppose
of
that
different
was an
block sets,
accident.
and I'm really excited to build with them.
Okay.
I just love the look of them. They're awesome. So beautiful. We have a creator question for the two of you.
どうして泥レンガを追加することにしたのでしょうか
I'm so excited they asked this question because I really wanted to answer it. So the main reason that I wanted to add mud bricks to the game is that I really wanted people to feel like they're okay. All around the world, there are houses built out of mud bricks. So many people around the world have houses, buildings using mud bricks. And I really wanted people who are playing Minecraft to feel like they could build their home and feel like they're at home in Minecraft. So I'm really glad we got to add them for that reason.
Amazing.
Yes, and
Okay,
it's so
that's-
important for us
that's
that
nice.
everyone feels equally
That's
welcome when
nice.
playing Minecraft.
I
That is-
appreciate that.
What?
Is
What?
You know,
absolutely
this
amazing.
statement,
Now, so
this
we have,
statement, get this
like,
video a
amazing
like
new
from me.
trees. We have mud everywhere. We definitely need
What
something
statement? What did
very
they say?
cute.
The statement that they wanted people whose houses are made out of mud to feel like they were at homes, that by building their own houses out of mud. Like, it's not a very practical thing, but it's that thought which really got me
Yes. Well,
of relatability.
very cute and quite derpy because we're adding frogs.
Drac, I found you in
What?
Minecraft.
Oh, wait.
I found you in Minecraft. I found
did he
3
find
of
me in-
you in Minecraft. I found 3
Oh.
of you in Minecraft.
How? Where?
Here, 1, 2, and 3.
What are you talking about? The frogs? I mean, the frogs are pretty cute. Thank you for calling me cute.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Frogs on top of lily
They are
pad.
cute and derpy.
Appreciate it.
That's the
Appreciate it.
Big drip leaves, it's gonna tilt and then they fall down.
What's this? What's
Ambience
this?
to the
What's this?
swamp,
Firefly.
Making it feel just nice and cozy at night, but really. My favorite part of
Fireflies are
them is just
literally
making the
2
world
pixels.
come to life, like feeling like there is life going on all around you. And oh yeah, also their frog food.
2 pixels
Yeah, I forgot
flying
to mention
around. They
that.
look
They're
so
frog
ugly
food.
in day.
Poor fireflies. You
Yeah,
They're
but look
much
how happy
rather
the frog is.
appreciated,
Yeah, they're
like just a party
beautiful
effect.
frogs.
Yeah. Anyways, so this worked out fine. So I gotta go. I gotta study. So I guess this was enough. Any new features that's gonna be added? Let me see. Snowy
It'll
frog.
turn into a lovely
Tropical
tropical
frog,
And
haha.
what I really love about the tropical frog, and if
Tadpole.
it
Tadpole. Bottom right.